Welcome to the Know. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm John Reisinger.
Now that the likes of Fallout 4, Battlefront, Halo 5, and Metal Gear Solid 5 have all been released, we're past most of the major releases for 2015. No offense to Rainbow Six Siege, Just Cause 3, or Corgi Warlock.
Corgi Warlock? I want to know what that game is.
Sounds like Corky Romano, that terrible
No, but it's just got this. That's a great movie. You guys want some cookies? In 2015, we've gotten games so good that they affected porn. Seriously, Fallout 4 caused Pornhub's traffic to decrease 10% the day it was released. There's a Pit-Boy joke somewhere in there. I like to put penises in any of my reads, or something about vaults. But will 2016 be an even worse year for Pornhub? I'm reading your words now.
That's right. Actually, it could be. I'm glad you asked. So far, we've got lots of promising titles on the way, starting as early as January. Ringing in the new year will be the full release of Darkest Dungeon, the roguelite dungeon crawler that's been in early access since January of last year, after being funded on Kickstarter back in 2014.
We've waited just a little bit longer for the open world puzzle game The Witness, Jonathan Blow's follow-up to the much-loved time-manipulating platformer Braid. Oh, I like that game.
It was supposed to be a launch for the PS4 title. That's how long it's taken.
That didn't happen. Launching on PS4 and PC in January, the game was first announced back in 2008 with initial launch day of 2011. Just missed it.
Yep.
It's just like, 5 years, that's a little bit. Just the age of my eldest child. Those are like Japanese game development times, I guess.
I know it. And so the script says.
Yes. I am an expert on Japanese game development times.
Yes, you are. Jonathan Blow, though. I mean, hit or miss that man. Gran Turismo 10 by Jonathan Blow.
Speaking of.
January is also going to be a good month for 3DS owners thanks to the release of Mario & Luigi Paper Jam and Final Fantasy Explorers, giving Nintendo's handheld fans the first reason to dust off those dual screens since Majora's Mask.
Speaking of dusting off, XCOM 2 hits in February. That didn't have anything to do with dust. I just really want to talk about XCOM 2 because XCOM's an awesome game. XCOM 2, which is an alternate universe timeline follow-up to the hit strategy shooter from 2012. The new game assumes you lost in the first third of XCOM Enemy Unknown, which isn't an alternate universe at all, really, because the game was goddamn hard.
It was really freaking hard.
Yeah.
We'll also be getting Firewatch. Yes, Ali Moss's title. Firewatch in February, the gorgeous first-person adventure game about a fire lookout in a national forest.
Gorgeous.
Yes, it's made by two of the creative leads from the first Telltale Walking Dead game.
Ooh.
So good. And features a similar conversation system that happens over walkie-talkie while you explore the wilderness to uncover a mystery. There's also going to be a 50th.
Yeah, you read that right. 50th
Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Fates for 3DS, and Far Cry Primal, the Stone Age version of Far Cry that looks completely bonkers.
That sounds fun. So far, we've got an 80s version of Far Cry and now a Stone Age version of Far Cry. Ubisoft, please start shipping whatever you're smoking in the collector's editions of your games.
Yes.
The PC version of Far Cry Primal hits in March alongside several 2015 stragglers that got delayed into 2016, Hitman, Uncharted 4, and The Division, just in time to bolster those Q1 earnings reports.
And speaking of Q1, there are a handful of other titles that we know are coming sometime in the quarter, but didn't have hard release dates just yet. DayZ's final release is coming in Q1.
It still hasn't final release?
Yeah.
Jesus!
After years of waiting. Sure, many of you will be arguing if it's going to be worth the wait in the comments down below.
Is it really going to change that much?
No.
The Master Race will also have been waiting on Rise of the Tomb Raider, which gets into PC release in Q1. That wasn't the words, but I said it anyways.
Yep.
Along with Paragon, the sneakily announced team-based shooter from Epic Games. Not many details are known about the game as of right now, but you can actually visit the game's website to see a new character each week and start unlocking in-game items. Q1 closes with Unravel, the adorable puzzle platformer we saw at E3 from Coldwood Interactive and EA.
There's a muddy space between Q1 and Q2 where a lot of games are kind of just sitting in flux. Ratchet & Clank will drop sometime during that time, and since it's based on the new Ratchet & Clank movie that releases in April, we're guessing the game will also be out in April. Overwatch, Activision's new esports team-based shooter, which everyone friggin' loves, should be landing during that Q1, Q2 period as well, although many reports point to June. id Software claims that Doom is going to be the best-looking shooter out there at 60 frames per second and 1080p, and you can judge it for yourself in the first half of the year.
Doom is still relevant?
Yes.
I guess we promised that?
Yes.
The rest of Q2 actually features quite a few big releases. Quantum Break, the time-manipulating action-adventure game from Alan Wake developer Remedy Entertainment, hits the Xbox One in April. If I'm being honest, I still have no idea what the heck the game is even about, and that's in the script, but it's also true because I don't know what the game's about. But at least you don't fight bad guys with flashlights.
Hey, Alan Wake was actually kind of a good name.
It's a weird game.
It's a weird game.
Very weird game.
All right, yeah, it's no fool. I get it. No fooling, because it's an April joke. But April's got some other major titles in Dark Souls 3, so you can go ahead and mark your calendars now for all the game blogs making puns about how hard the game is there, although they'll probably be talking about Star Fox Zero. Yes. which Nintendo just announced at Nintendo Direct is coming out the same month.
Sprinting into May is the long-rumored follow-up to Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge Catalyst is an open-world prequel that promises to make parkour masters out of all of us. You know, those of us who aren't already parkour masters.
Right.
Well, except maybe X-Ray. Hey, that's a reference to here.
Hey, Rooster Teeth makes that. Halfway through the year, No Man's Sky will try desperately not to be the next disappointing Spore when it lands on PS4 and PC in June. The hype train has not stopped on that game. The similar open-world exploration game Ark Survival Evolved will also get its official release out of early access the same month.
Interestingly enough, the only other release date we know for the rest of the year at that point comes from Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which just got delayed into August as of this week so they could do some more fine-tuning. Maybe that'll give them enough time to make a few good boss fights this time around.
And to think of a better pre-order system, because that one sucked too.
Another burn.
Bam! All the other major releases are either in a standoff waiting to see who launches first, or they're just not sure because of where they're at in development. We do know that sometime in Q2 or Q3 we'll be feeding our orb hunting addiction in Crackdown 3 on the Xbox One. Hopefully it goes better for Michael this time around. The most recent gameplay trailer showed destructible environments, and Microsoft is even promising that their cloud computing provides 20 times the power of Xbox One.
Speaking of long-awaited sequels, Q3 is also going to usher Halo Wars 2 back to RTS fans and Persona 5 back to high school murder mystery J-pop star monster collecting fans. You know who you are, senpai.
Dancing all night. The year rounds out all the way it always does. Huge sequels. Mass Effect Andromeda and Gears of War 4 are the heavy hitters, but we also get the surprise announcement this week that Valkyria Chronicles Remastered is getting to the PS4 next year, along with the sequel, Valkyria Azure Revolution. This one will probably do way better than the first game since the title is just so easy to say and remember.
You did it so well.
Oh.
And of course, there's plenty of games that we don't have any idea what the release date is. Destiny 2, a new Battlefield, Titanfall, the open world Wii U Legend of Zelda, Dishonored 2, plus Last Guardian, and Final Fantasy 15. A couple that we wouldn't be surprised to slip into 2017 because Japanese development times.
Oh, nailed it again.
I know that now.
So it's just about it for the most anticipated games of 2016, minus a few that are, of course, unannounced and a few we probably forgot about.
Or ignored because they suck.
Yup.
Or they might suck.
They might suck. That's actually a really huge list of games, so we hope we have time to finish Fallout 4 by then.
Nope.
What do you guys think of this list of games? What did we forget? Let us know. Is 2016 shaping up to be an even bigger year for gaming than 2015? Tell us in the comments.
To stay on top of upcoming game releases and to make fun of how long it takes to make Japanese video games, because I know that reference, like this video and subscribe to The Know.
You sounded like you were gonna explode, and then I'm going and I'm revving up and